Hello, and welcome back to the Boar Reborn, an L5R um, game of samurai and demons. I'm Tom, I'm the GM. We're going to start introducing everyone very quickly. If you just give your name and your character name, that's it. So we want to start rolling into these things because we spent way too long talking. So, Mr. Ian.
I'm Ian. I play Akihiro. That's Heichi Akihiro,
Miss,
obviously.
Miss B.
Hi, I'm B. I play Heichi Xiaofan.
Mr. Kyle.
Hi, I'm Carl. I play Ryutao.
Mr. Ken.
Hi, I'm Ken. I play Heichi Takahashi.
Mr. Ben.
Hi, I'm Ben. I play Heichi.
Yeah. You chose that name before the whole boar thing, so that's your own fault. And finally, Mr. Andy.
Hi there, I'm Andy. I play Heichi Takahiro.
So, as of last episodes, our 6 companions of the newly reformed Boar Clan, the Hasamoto of the clan, so the honored advisors, were discussing where they would start the year. Various plans were discussed, various ideas were talking about, and they decided that they would go and have a look at the village of Broken Dreams, because they noticed it on one of the very accurate maps that they have.
Totally accurate.
Well, just to be completely honest, we did say we would start asking other members of the Boar Clan, particularly the Hidden Boar, what they knew of it. So we have tried to gather some information before we go charging off down there.
Also, I
Yeah,
want to send that letter off before we head off.
Oh, yes. Let me read that letter quickly because I didn't get around to reading it because I'm an idiot.
You're not an idiot. sir.
Yeah. That's why I run games, you know. So,
I mean, anybody who runs the game's an idiot.
Yeah, what the
yes.
fuck?
I mean, I run
because-
games
yeah,
and I'm an
What
idiot.
the fuck? Fair cop.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, come on. We are all gluttons for punishment. This is why we're GMs, you know. So, what is known of the village of Broken Dreams is quite simple. Sod all.
They don't know of it.
No. The boar that had remained hidden in the lair, they've no idea about it. Out of the newly reformed boar, Hiromado knows of it. He knows that it is a clan of Ronin completed a 20 goblin winter, and we're given the area and the village.
What's the 20 goblin winter?
Oh, a 20 goblin winter is when the crab go, we're short of people. We need more people to protect the empire. So, if you go into the Shadowlands, bring back 20 goblin heads, you can have fealty as a samurai to the crab clan.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's a good way of getting experienced fighters and also just replenishing the ranks.
Does that mean they're no longer Ronin at that point?
Correct. Yes, they will then be part of the Crab Clan, so officially samurai once more. So there's been like Ashigarus, who are just like the peasants fighters, who they can be raised up to be samurai. Ronin can actually lose their Ronin status and become samurai again. It's a way of replenishing and replenishing numbers and regaining honor for personal. Yeah.
So it should actually be a Crab Clan loyal village.
Yes.
Okay.
But he does
Good,
say,
I like that.
yeah. So Hiromu does say they are right on the outskirts. I don't know much about them. Heichi-do. Apologies.
How
yes.
dare you?
I know you're
That's
beloved.
my husband.
Yes. Go just say, I don't know much about them, to be honest. I know. I know years back people of it, people of that village, or were given that village because they completed this winter. But obviously I don't know anything about it now.
But it's
When
quite
did it happen? When did they do that?
That was if I just minimize this. Originally quite some time ago. Let's say 30 years ago.
30 years.
They're all
Yeah,
dead.
it doesn't give me an exact time.
And this is from Hideout.
Doe might not know. So
This is from Doe.
Is that the same as the picture for Heichi Hideout?
Heichi Doe, yes. Heichi Doe, yes. Your person.
Okay.
1 second. /W.
You got to work out how to do it now, haven't you?
Yeah.
/W, then start typing the name, click on it,
Yeah.
and then just carry on space and then carry on your message.
There you go. Right, give me a second. So, I'm going to read this letter quickly, which Ken sent me. So you can start planning stuff for getting and start chatting about what you want to do, that sort of thing. So give me about a minute,
How long do you think it's going to take us to get there?
about a week maybe.
Okay.
We need supplies.
So
yeah,
Guru, my
Around
servant,
lots of
shall be
supplies.
Guru, my servant, should be carrying a full load of food for myself and possibly some others for the rest of you if you ask nicely.
Yeah. 2 coconut shells.
Wild. Yeah, I'd go around collecting any sort of things that we need for spell casting purposes. And take the
Do
orbs with me.
you need materials for spell casting for prayers?
No, there's no
Yeah, it's
there's no official materials like there are in say
I
like
didn't think
D&D
there
or
was.
Ars Magica
no.
or something like that. In Legend of the Five Rings, any spell casting is basically saying a prayer.
Yes, to the Kami.
So to the Kami. So it's a bit of a blending of 5e clerics and wizards.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how you should see it. So
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
no hard line between in the Shugenja, where between cleric and thing. If you are a member of the Brotherhood of Shinsei, you're a monk. You're not a cleric. A monk can do funky things, as Ben knows. So yes. Okay.
Thank you,
Takahashi. Yeah. Takahashi. That will take probably a while to get a response, but already noted.
That's why I wanted to
Okay.
send it before we left, because it's going to take a
Yep.
while to
Absolutely.
get there. It's preparing for it when we do it in the future, because
Yep.
I guess there'll be some conversations backwards and forwards and stuff.
Yeah, no problem with that one. Okay, so you reckon it's going to take you about a week. You do have access to ponies if you wish, or you can walk it. Doesn't really matter. So,
Is the path able for like carts or ponies and things like that, or is it going to be like more like a hiking situation? Coming around.
So obviously, you are not actually going through the mountains because you're in that sort of
Gotcha.
horseshoe.
We're in the bowl.
So you're in the bowl of that horseshoe, so you can get out. Although there's no major roads to get there, there will be tracks and things like that. So you could take the ponies, you could take carts if you wanted, or you could work.
I suggest we
walking.
take one pony as a pack animal and that Guru, my servant, be in charge of it. and it can carry food for all of you on the
For a week, yeah.
for a week. Well, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Because you've got to get back as well.
Mhm.
In fact, probably take about 15 days food for each person. That way, there's enough for us to spend a couple of days there if needed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Are we making this into a round trip to other nearby settlements?
I don't think we
Do
know
you
of other
reckon?
nearby settlements,
I
do we?
Yeah.
There's nothing marked on the map, but there may be smaller, smaller villages and so on. This one is marked because it has got a good history there.
Yeah.
Okay.
We
Um,
may want to announce our presence again.
yeah. So this you can actually walk there. Quite. You're traveling there is relatively pleasant. Nothing happens in the immediate area. You do know that you are walking towards the northern side of the Shadowlands, where the Shadowlands is not as concentrated. It's more concentrated in the south of the continent. You know from the past histories that part of the board's responsibility was against Shadowlands incursions. So this village is, as you approach, this village is not in the greatest state of repairs, but it is, fortified. It has got a wooden palisades. It has got spiked crossed logs at the bottom of it to make climbing the walls harder. You can see that he's bruised and battered from past battles.
What time of the day is it as we approach?
You can approach at any point during the day. What time would you like? Do you want to be approaching in the morning, afternoon, evening, dead of night?
I'd say late morning. So
So have
that
we done the travel? We haven't. We're not
Yeah.
kind of doing that. We're fast forwarding
Yeah.
that. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, so a lot of the travel, as I did with in the first game, I'll speed through if there's nothing happening, and when something happens, we'll slow it down because it's a big country.
Yeah.
So
can we see anyone working in? There are presumably fields around the village.
So in the back, you can see there are some very poor fields.
Is there anyone
But
working them?
there was, as you approach, as you are seen, there is a faint sound of a horn, and you can see people scurrying inside the village.
When you say poor, can I make a roll to see the
Yep.
state of their agriculture?
Yes, definitely. So I'll give law agriculture. Have it to be linked to your intelligence.
Law agriculture is linked to my intelligence, and I just
Yeah.
which one do I run? U, T, or E?
T for trained.
It's the middle one, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just very small on the screen. I still can't see it in the glasses. Law.
The curse of age. Okay, 17. It's not from lack of trying. It is simply poor soil, and
The lands. Is it poor management or just purely poor?
it's poor land.
Poor land.
Poor land. Yeah. The management side of things, you don't see anything wrong, but it is, from what you can tell, it's just poor land.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. As you're walking down this trail, you can see that the people who have gone inside and the gates have been closed against you.
Yeah.
There are like watch posts on either side of the gate as you approach.
Can we estimate how populous it is by the size of it, or not?
Sure, you can give us. Give us a straight intelligence roll yeah, straight intelligence roll would be the best bet.
I'm going to
Actually,
do an intelligence
you
roll.
you could do me another agriculture roll because you know from the size of the fields how many it could support. Anyone else who wants to do it would be straight intelligence unless you can argue a skill that would work.
Hmm.
Okay. Takahashi, this land, if it was workable land, as in proper, decent soils, could probably host about 50 people-ish.
Okay,
Well,
but with the
yeah,
state of it, probably less.
Probably less, unless they got more supplies coming in from somewhere else.
Okay, I'll mention that to the others. I'll say, judging by the state of the land and their farming practice, I would suggest this village holds no more than 40 souls.
Small.
We're all wearing our clothing is all that, isn't it? Brown and blue for the Boar Clan.
It's
Blue and green.
Blue and green. Blue and green. Sorry.
Yeah.
Blue and
don't we
green.
have symbols as well? Don't we have emblems
Yes,
and stuff?
you have
Yeah, we've got the
the
peacock
mon
to be
as
on his
well.
banner.
Yep.
Yeah, I was about
Yeah.
to say he's got a flag.
Did none of the
We don't
rest,
need-
did none of the rest of you wear a back banner? I mean that.
No.
We're not peacocks, mate. It's just you.
Yeah.
No, that's quite a normal thing to do.
It
Totally.
could be. It's personal choice.
No,
If you
it's
are
quite a normal thing to do.
It's a definitely normal thing.
Are we talking
you're
in
a clan
character or
clan.
OC here?
In character.
that's an icy bit, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Yeah,
all
if you're
standing
normal and
behind.
everyone else is are completely different.
To be
Yeah.
fair, in character, Takahashi would not be taking the piss out of anybody.
yeah.
No.
I would.
I would.
Yeah. And also, to be fair, the people with back banners would usually have armor as well. So Shugenja wouldn't necessarily have it.
It's mounted.
Some Shugenja do wear armor, but not many.
They'd also be quite good in a fight, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Unlike
So-
Andy.
It's mounted. It's mounted in your. It's mounted in your the top of your armor.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
Akihiro should be wearing one, but clearly he doesn't feel he's done anything worthy enough to claim it.
I let my swords do the talking. Yeah.
That's why Takahiro has to wear one.
Oh my god.
oh, I love it. I love it. So you're wearing your clan colours. I'm assuming that Takahashi, anyone who's wearing armor he's got their armor on, and has been it would have been repainted in the year that you've had.
Mhm.
Every morning I cast the spell that makes my TN go up.
Yeah, your defensive one. I can't
Yeah.
remember the name of it, but I trust you know what you're doing.
Yes.
So
Air Kami's blessing.
That's your first mistake.
yeah. As you approach,
That one's
Sorry,
got-
Tom.
yes.
I've got my Spidey senses thing as well. No, the
Ooh.
thing that tells me what's the life force in the area or whatever
Yes.
it is.
So it's like a 10-foot
Creepy.
radius or something, isn't it?
Oh, is it only 10 foot? Okay. Right,
I
fair enough.
think so.
Do you have to use something to cast it, or is that all running all the time?
I think it's running quite a
Oh, is it?
quite a bit actually.
There's a lot of those monk things. They don't just automatically run. You have to do something, don't you, to get them working?
Yeah.
They're like they're not prayers. They're much better than prayers, but you still have to do something.
I'm not sure where they are on the sheet.
I haven't actually put them on for you. I apologise.
He doesn't like you, Ben. He did mine.
Oh,
He put on my new spells.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's because I clearly forgot to do it. So I apologise. It is the void one, isn't it? Once it loads up, I'll be able to tell you. But I think it's a smaller area. What's my spider? Void. Radius of your school rank times 10. So your radius is, so that'd be 30-foot radius.
That's not too
Okay.
bad.
That's,
Yeah, it's
that's
not bad.
yeah, it's good.
It's good size. When you activate it.
Right. Okay.
Yep.
Does it cost me anything to activate it? Or do I only have a
Uh,
certain number of activations?
You can only have a certain number of things activate at a time. I think it's like one tattoo activate at a time. What we're going to have to do is we're going to have to do a little bit of a dive back into things for you, because obviously you are a tattooed monk with magical, goofy, woo-woo stuff. So
I don't know anything about my goofy woo-woos.
yeah. If you wish to activate it, absolutely fine. What you get is you will get small life. Insects, you'll get 2 snakes.
There's no
and then-
ambush nearby.
No. When you getting up to how far from the gate are you going to stop?
I'm going to stride forward in the lead, unless anyone is objecting to this. And even if they are, I don't care. And I shall stride forward and
You do see people on the watchtowers now.
yeah, I shall stride forward. My swords are in their scabbards, so I'm not.
Yeah.
But stride forward into hailing range. So
Mhm.
that's probably in bow shot if they want to take a pot shot at me.
You're looking at like 20, 30 feet to have a realistic conversation.
Yeah, and I shall call out loudly. I bring greetings from the Boar Clan. Send forth your headman to talk. And I am wording it almost like a command.
Yeah, no worries.
Do you want a courtier roll or anything like that, or
If you want to give me an etiquette roll, you can do. Do you want? Are you doing it politely, or are you just?
I am doing it
commanding?
politely, but yeah, an etiquette.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm
please.
silently casting Ben 10's touch.
What's that do?
Okay.
Ben
you
10,
get a
isn't
one.
it? What the bloody
Ben
So
10,
exclusively on the wrist.
Yeah.
You get a 1 keep 1 on all of your sorry, 1 keep 1 plus 4 on all of your social skills for the next hour.
1 keep 1 plus 4.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So it's but it's silent cast.
Yeah, and that's a
So-
trained.
Yeah. So you need to make me a roll for that.
Do I even know you're doing this on me? Because
Nobody can see.
Yeah, no.
There is no spell.
I just think
I just look like I'm standing there.
I just think I am marvelous
so
at
you still-
communicating.
It's that good.
Yeah. You still Xiaofan will still need
yeah.
to make a roll for it.
I think.
Sorry,
'cause
I've
it
rolled
does-
on the assumption it is successful. So I'll
Yeah,
re-roll
yeah.
if it fails.
Does it off? Oh, there is a cast spell for it. Hang on.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah. think
I would
that's
hope so.
fine.
What can you do? What can you do if you take out razors or something like that when you're casting this? Could you improve-
Well, this is a. Oh, it's not an illusion one, so I don't get free raise on this one. But
Okay. Raises
with
on
raises, I can make it last longer.
you can,
No, I could just increase the distance. That's all.
Yeah. So but you can always on spells reduce the casting time
I've already rolled
per
now,
raise.
but
Yeah.
yeah.
What rank is it?
2. So
that's going
18
to take you.
seconds.
No, it's 20. It's 20 seconds. It's 10 seconds around
Okay.
in this one.
Okay,
But
gotcha.
still, you've had plenty of chance to do it.
Yeah, it was on my mind to do it as he was walking up, but
that's fine.
didn't wanna
And you're doing it
interrupt
as a
you,
silent cast, which is your school
Yeah,
technique,
so-
isn't it? Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
So
Cool, no problem.
fine.
Yes, that works. So, absolutely. Nobody knows that you've cast a spell. And Takahiro, you're feeling, you know exactly what you need to say.
And
Yeah,
I've got a result of 37 with my etiquette roll.
yeah, exactly.
Did you add the one keep one on there?
One keep 1 plus 4 on there, yes.
Oh, okay, you did.
No, it's the 4. It doesn't show that the +4 is there.
Okay. Have I? Oh, I hadn't clicked out the box, twat.
Yeah.
Sorry. So it should be 41.
Oof. Okay. Yeah, one person leans over. You can see he's actually he's got wrappings over his head that cover half of his face. You can also see that he's got wrappings on his arm, on one of his arms as well. And he leans over and goes, Boar? I don't know the boar. But if you agree to be tested by Jade and pass, you may enter. Are any of you tainted or touched by the Shadowlands?
So as a character, that test of Jade, haven't I seen? Is it? Doesn't Takahashi do something like a test of Jade, which is to do with testing?
Yeah.
strength?
So
Yep.
yeah. So Takahashi will know exactly what it is. Basically, just touching somebody essentially with a piece of pure jade, and seeing their reaction. If you are tainted or touched by the Shadowlands, you are affected by it.
Yes, we will take that test.
Would we
I see no problem with this.
would we feel slightly offended that we've been asked? I appreciate we're close to the Shadowlands, but would we? It feels to me like
It's
up to you,
completely
mate.
up. It's completely up to you, mate. It's completely up to you.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just thinking of sort of etiquette,
Yeah,
general
yeah.
etiquette. Think, who the fuck do you think you are,
But
mate?
then-
You
Oh
know,
but
that sort of-
I get
yeah,
your
so-
point, but if someone approached our stronghold and said, "Can we
Yeah.
talk?" we'd probably try to do something
What I think.
similar.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Takahashi personally has got no trouble with that because he is all over that
He's all
himself.
crab.
Yeah.
all
You
over
can.
that
You can.
and fully
You can
understands.
Yeah. You can. It is. You understand why it's been asked. You can take offence if you wish.
Fair enough. I just want
Yeah.
to make sure there wasn't sort of underlying insult going on here. That
No.
Yeah.
So you because you sort of you do understand why it's been asked.
yeah, sure.
The fact it's been asked could be considered insulting. In most situations, in this one, it might be depending on your own
Okay.
personal feelings. Yeah. So that's completely up to you.
It's almost
I'll
actually.
shout. I'll shout back as long as you're willing to take the same test.
We have.
No, in front of us.
He nods, and he comes, and the gate is open slightly. Literally just enough for one person to squeeze through at a time. And after 2 people have left, the door is closed again.
So 2 people come.
2 people are coming out.
Yep.
Okay. One person is hooded and bandaged. The bandages on this one is actually, you can see it under the armor on his belly, and the other one, you can't see any bandages or anything like that.
Are they new bandages?
No, they're not new bandages.
Are they worn as a kind of symbol more than or just a piece of as general clothing rather than bandages?
You can give me some. This is you asking.
Agriculture?
No, no.
Shadowlands?
There's investigation skill in this perception.
Give me a. Have you got like a history skill?
That'd be law, wouldn't it?
I've
Yeah.
got law history.
Of course you do.
Okay.
Of course you fucking do.
Maybe I whisper. Maybe I muttered to myself about the bandages,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
that will allow Takahiro to use
So-
a skill.
You can use your skill. Because it's you, you've got a different target number than if it was Takahashi. So give me a history roll.
Fucking hell!
Holy
Jesus
shit.
Christ.
Jesus Christ! 33 on one of the dice. Exploded
His
twice.
brain opens up to the wider universe.
Fucking hell. Okay, I'll be
Big
honest.
explosions.
The target number was
I'd explosion.
45 for you. Yeah, it would have been a lot less for Takahashi. Okay, Takahiro. Right.
You know, his birthday, his
Okay, so the
It's name,
bandages
colour of his sofa.
in this regard are not being worn as an affection or like band colours or anything like that. You think that these people are fighting off a disease.
I was wondering that myself.
Yeah,
Mhm.
they're fighting off a disease, and like I say, there's only one person that you've seen that has got no bandages or anything like that. Yeah. In fact, this person this person comes out, he's just wearing a loincloth and carrying a pouch.
Carrying a what?
Yeah.
Sorry,
A small pouch.
small pouch. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, you think that they are fighting off some sort of disease or illness or something like that.
Max of the taint to me. Kill them all.
Well, I shall say, sort of as they come out, I shall say loudly, you wear bandages. Is this the sign of a disease of some kind?
They pause, and the one with the bandages actually sweeps his hood back, and you can see that he's got very patchy hair, and parts of his face are quite red and angry. And he goes, "We of this village are all members of the Crab who fights the Shadowlands, who cleanse our taint."
So you have taint already.
And we are fighting it on a daily basis, and whenever we hunt creatures of the Shadowlands. And when we have killed enough, maybe we'll clear our taint. If not, we will still be accepted into the heavens because we have fought our taint until the day we die.
Right. I'm going to turn and look at Takahashi and Xiaofan is that actually feasible that you can work off your taint like this?
Takahashi, give me a Shadowlands lore.
I wasn't aware what it was, but
So, Xiaofan, you can give me if you got like medicine or something like that.
I've got medicine. I've got medicine. I don't think I have history, but I don't know if law theology comes into this at all.
Oh, you could. Yeah, you could use theology if you wanted.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Okay, so Takahashi did a Shadowlands, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. You have know that there are tainted members of the Crab who are used as shock troops. In fact, the berserkers of the Hida generally will have some form of taint. I mean, a lot of the Crab have got like low levels of taint
because of fighting in the
because of where you're
Shadowlands, yeah.
fighting and who you're
Yeah.
fighting
I
and so on.
remember that now.
Yeah. But you the only cure you know of, it's not even a cure, it's just basically to stave off the worst of it, is to drink jade petal tea, which is not in this area. There's a specific area that most people will go to if they are of a important enough within the crab to or the empire.
Right.
Xiaofan, you know that yes, they are tainted. What they are doing is when they die, as long as they die without falling to the taint, without having their
Reborn.
soul
Corrupted.
soul changed, they will enter the heavens. They will or the karmic. They are on that wheel.
With that
Yeah,
role, would I know that if it's transferable to any of us? Like, are we at risk by being around them?
No, you shouldn't be. No. Same with you, Takahashi. As long as you're not eating or drinking any tainted food or drinking anything that's tainted, as long as you aren't injured by any tainted weapons or any blood, tainted blood gets into any open wounds, you know that the taint is not transferred this way.
The bandage of
I'll-
hope wraps the wounded heart in warmth.
Stefan just takes a moment to let that
Yeah.
settle in, and then she turns.
I'll
to
just give him a side eye and carry on.
Yeah.
I shall nod
Yeah.
at the
Love it.
wisdom of
Yes,
Heichi
yes.
Heichi.
We all act like it's perfectly normal and it makes complete sense. Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Sorry, so are you two explaining what you've discovered then?
I'll let Takahashi speak first, but
Oh,
then I'll
I'll
explain.
say, but one scabby sheep is enough to spoil the whole flock.
Oh no! He's looking for more.
Yeah. So it's Takahashi explaining what he knows about the taints to everyone. Oh, and so he's got distracted.
That's all right. They forget that I'm in the garage and turn the light off.
Fair enough.
Yeah, they forget.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll explain that to the others.
Yeah.
As they're talking, I'll step forward. I'll go in front of everybody and make a motion that I'm waiting to take the test of Jade.
Once you said that, I should just say quietly to amongst
Body
us.
language. Yeah.
Would it be wise that we don't enter the village?
We have to. We should not be afraid.
I think that we should lead with confidence in this critical part of us meeting them first. We should enter the
We
village.
might be able to help their situation. And
Potentially, which would gain us some reputation with them.
Indeed.
So, Takashi, as you step forwards, the man who's wearing just the loincloth, you can't see anything on him to show that he's tainted. He actually opens up the pouch and pulls out 2 fingers worth of jade, pure jade, with no blackening on whatsoever. You know that this is fresh. Yeah. It hasn't been exposed to any taint before. So, and he offers it to you.
I'll put the spear in the ground and reach out and grasp hold it confidently, smiling.
Yeah. As you are grasping it, this man is looking at you and he doesn't say a word. He just turns and nods to his companion. and then takes it back and waits patiently for the next one.
I shall stride
Xiaofan will
forward
go
and
next.
okay, Zeph
Okay.
can go next.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
No, yeah, Xiaofan will go next.
Yeah.
Just in the interest of being the smiling face here.
yeah.
Just,
Absolutely does the same again. In fact, this process happens with all of you, because I know as a GM that none of you are tainted, so that you all pass the test of Jade.
I shall summon
Midwest.
Guru forward. Even as a servant, he should still take the test, I assume.
Correct. Yes, and Guru hasn't been exposed either.
That would have been the biggest
That
twist.
would have been
Yeah, Guru's secret Oni.
Yeah,
Yeah,
He'd
how do
have
we
lost
find out
his
that she's
head
the end
very
boss?
quickly.
Immediately. That's that Iitsu duel you'll be looking forward to.
No, it wouldn't require a duel.
That's about the only thing he
Yeah.
can fight.
We gotta stop.
Sorry, Andy.
bullying
Sorry,
out.
sorry, Andy. I will. I'm so sorry. I will stop. I'm sorry.
No.
In fairness, I'll lend Guru a sword if he needs it.
I'm
He
not
doesn't
bothered.
need one. He'll still beat him.
I silently cast
Right,
ebbing
sorry.
strength.
So once you've passed, you are led into the village. The village itself is you can see it's been repaired several times. There's been damage over the years, but it's not like a loving, beautiful craftsmanship. This is very utilitarian, sort of like, let's shore this up, let's get this fixed, let's replace this. Yeah.
Sorry, as we're walking in, can I ask the names of the two people we're with?
So the one in with the bandages on, because I am Hida Wakamatsu,
Hida Wakamatsu.
and this is Soshu, indicating the man next to him.
Soshu.
Yeah, Soshu.
And Hida Wakamatsu, that was the one in the loincloth with the jade stone.
That Soshu is the one with the jade stone. Wakamatsu is the one with that was the hooded one with all the tufts of hair and the angry red blotches in his skin, and the bandages around his torso.
Okay.
As you,
Is his name a crab name?
Hida is
Hida.
Hida's one of the main families. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's this village called? I can't read it on the map.
Village of Broken Dreams. Yeah.
And says the other guy only has one name. He's presumably a peasant. Is that?
Yeah.
That's all right.
Andy, if you're
Yeah.
making notes, can I have a copy of them? I've lost my pen. Oh!
Take a photo and send it later on.
Take a photo. No, I'm joking.
No, you can't
I'll
read
look-
my bloody
I'll watch.
handwriting. It's
No, no.
Yeah.
It's fine.
As you come through the doors, Wakamatsu says, "You are speak to the hetman. We've already told Osaki that you are here. Although I don't know why you are here."
We are newly established by imperial decree to restore the previously existing Boar Clan in the Twilight Mountains. We have come to extend a hand of neighborhood and friendship.
Okay. What do you know of this village? This is as you're walking up.
We have been told that many of the people that reside here have undergone what they call the 20 Goblin Winter.
That was the original founders of the village. Yeah.
Unfortunately, our knowledge beyond that is sadly lacking.
Is it still called the Village of Broken Dreams?
Yes, very much so. As you were walking, you can see that there are everyone has got a weapon of some sort close at hand, or they're wearing it. And you can see that there are a vast majority of people here do have some bandages on somewhere.
Is that
Yeah.
both peasants and samurai?
Yes, although you don't know who is a peasant and who is a samurai at this point, because the clothing is pretty much the same, and everybody has a weapon.
And there's not that many. Sorry, the samurai aren't all wearing armor then.
Correct.
That's unusual for the crab, isn't it?
It depends on whereabouts you are.
I thought the crab were great suppliers of armor to.
Oh yeah, no, they have like some of the best armor in the world. Although they obviously a lot of the crab are very, very comfortable in armor because they spend so long wearing it when they're doing a tour of the wall. So a lot of crab are so used to it. These though, they're not. You only see a few people wearing it.
Okay.
But everybody has a weapon of some description.
Are you often in danger in this location?
Occasional raids by Shadowlands creatures. We do send people out on full patrols, and they, if they are lucky enough to run into Shadowlands creatures, then obviously less come back. He's led you up to like the main building, which isn't much bigger than the rest of it. It's still a single story. And he goes, Ozaki is inside here.
Sorry, is that out of character? Is that a name or a title?
It's a name, but it's very much a you know automatically that it is very familiar. There's no san after it.
Mhm.
There's
I was
no
noting
family
that,
name
yeah.
or anything like that. Yep. He just says Ozaki is inside.
Quick
Wait here a
question.
second.
Quick question, OC as well.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people affected by taint here,
Yes.
correct? To me, that strikes me as quite unusual for a village. Even one here, they're obviously either going out of their way to get to fight and then getting tainted, or something else is going on, or they're being attacked constantly. Would that be correct? You wouldn't expect so many of them to be affected by taint.
Correct. Yeah. You wouldn't even a village. Village of the Crab. Even they're on the northern end of the Crab Lands. You wouldn't expect this number of tainted.
Yeah. Okay.
At all. Not all the one. Not not everybody on the wall is tainted.
Yeah,
So.
just because you fight Shadowland creatures, you don't automatically get tainted.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay,
for
okay.
everybody here, with the exception of Soshi, you are assuming that from the bandages and so on, that everybody has got some form of taint.
So it's everyone apart from Soshu.
Yes.
Can I whisper that to Xiaofan as we're waiting?
Yeah. After about 30 seconds, a minute, you see a man come out leaning on crutches. He has got a wooden leg, but he is wearing his daisho. But he has got a single crutch to help him move along. And as soon as he sees you, he stops and he bows to you.
I shall step forward into the lead and bow, return his bow.
and says, "I am Himura Osaki. Welcome to the Village of Broken Dreams. Please come inside. I've told them to get some tea started for you." He turns around and then just walks back inside.
Was that Hiramura?
Yeah. So same family as
Hira or Hida.
Himura. So it's the same family as Dou used to be.
It's Hiruma.
Sorry, Hiruma, my pronunciation.
How do you
I
spell
don't
that,
have it.
B?
H-I-R.
Yep.
U-M-A, I think. Hiruma. Yeah.
I don't have it up on my screen, so
That's all right.
I've got so many names in my head.
I know.
See, I'm a glutton for punishment and an idiot for doing this, but hey, I enjoy it. So,
We enjoy it too.
Yeah,
we,
we
we enjoy seeing you squirm.
Yeah.
Now, as we start to enter, I'm going to just whisper quietly to Takahashi. Did you say we should not eat or drink anything here?
Only if it were tainted. The sheer number of people tainted here is unusual. I would suggest that maybe you're right. We should hold off. Although not drinking offered
We'll cause
tea
offence.
could cause offence. Let me look at my spellbook.
Yeah, I'm also looking at my spell book. There is a spell I have called the Reflections of Panku. I'm
Yeah,
gonna read you the.
Same, I've
Oh,
got that one.
I'm thinking that might be the best one for this. I think I taught you this one in Return
Probably.
of Jade Strike.
Probably.
Divining the abilities of an object is amongst the simplest lessons of Student of Water learns in this temple. If the spell is successfully cast on an object, you automatically learn all powers and abilities that objects possess. I'm not sure actually.
No.
Most frequently
You
used to identify any supernatural qualities.
Yeah, to be honest with
Depends
you,
whether
you
taint
can
would
just
count as supernatural.
so to be honest with you, you can just use the sense spell.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Idiot. We're all idiots. In that case, I do so silently, and I will use my void points to do that because I'm out of air. Well, I
Okay.
have one air.
Yeah.
So I use 2 because it's a level 1, isn't it? So I will use 2 spell slots for the silent casting.
Okay.
And as the tea is brought out to us, I will use sense. And
I can't see Xiaofan doing that because it's silent and hidden, isn't it?
Correct. Yeah.
I'm going to do the same, but not hidden.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Make a roll. I mean, the target number's only.
Apparently that's a 0 for some reason.
And you cost summon as well.
Oh, because oh yeah, that's because it's the one above. Sorry, and also it's because I didn't add a ring in there. Does it go off of anything? Any ring?
It would go off of. So it depends on the thing you're trying to sense. So if you're trying to sense like a source of water, you would use a water ring and so on.
So I would use void for this, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's try that again.
I just had fire in there. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Is it all right?
Absolutely, yeah. Because it's yeah. It's like I say, target number 10. So everyone, it's fine. You've all got it. You don't sense any taint coming from the air. The only taint you sense is actually coming from the people.
The people. Okay. I will say that to Takahashi, not loudly, but not whispered. I will say that the food and drink is taint free.
Okay. I'm sure it's Takahiro, not Takahashi. You're Takahashi.
That's what I said, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're talking to yourself again.
Is Shishiro not tainted then at all? Or is he
No,
just
he's he doesn't have any taint.
Truly the only taint. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, he's the only person apart from you who you get no taint from. The only taint you get is from the people who have got bandages on.
Okay.
Yep. And Osaki actually says, "I understand completely."
I'm sure that the test at the door was just as uncomfortable for us too. And I sit down.
Exactly. Yeah.
I think it is wise to take precautions both ways in these times.
What's the guy's
Yes.
name again?
Osaki.
I think
Hiruma Asaki.
I think Haruma Asaki fully understands our precautions. It's no more than this village do, and as a Shugenja of Earth, formerly of the Kuni clan, I would always test such things.
As you should in these situations. I understand you you don't know much about the village, with the exception that the founders completed a 20 goblin winter.
Mm.
Is that correct?
It is.
Yes.
This village was founded by the Unbroken. The Unbroken were a group of tainted Ronin who completed the 20 Goblin Winter and were granted access back to the, well, in some cases back, but for most of them, to the Crab Clan. It gave back the people their honor. We were basically set up as a last chance for tainted samurai and others.
So, does the Crab Clan send tainted warriors here?
The crab are fully aware of us, and it is an option for anyone who wish to live out their days here fighting. Not all take it up because they see that they can join the berserkers or potentially drink the jade petal.
So it is an option rather than a
Requirement.
a rule, a requirement.
Correct. Yeah. We take in a lot of non-crab who
Also tainted.
Mhm. From all over the world.
Is that why there are so many tainted amongst your numbers?
Yes. We are a last chance for people for having their karma and getting back into the good graces. If people didn't want to commit seppuku when they discovered they were tainted and wanted to do some more good with their life, they presumably headed towards the Crab Clan and the lands that are surrounding them to offer the crab their services. And the crab will send them up here.
Oh, see, Tom, is there any reason why they wouldn't just take the JT? Is it a losing face
Cost.
thing? Cost.
No,
It's
cost.
purely cost thing.
Yeah, because it's so expensive and it's rare. It is not common. Yep.
Why is that? Why is it so rare? Do the crab keep it secret and confined, or is it just that it won't only grow in certain areas that the crab control?
Yes. So it is a secret of the. It's not a secret. It's well known across the empire. But the crab are the main, are the ones that know how to brew it properly, know how to grow it, and so on.
Right.
They're specialized in it. It can be grown in other places, but the largest quantity of it is in the crab clans. But it is still hard to grow because
It's
you
not,
have
yeah, it's not only just growing it; it's also you've got to then convert it and brew it, which
exactly.
only the crab
Yeah.
know. The
Yeah,
recipe.
and it's you obviously have to have like completely purified lands and so on, and there's lots of techniques, so it is an expensive thing to do.
Okay.
So
Do you,
strategically, is this village positioned for strategic reasons as well? Are you sort of guarding the northern boundary of?
We are on the northern side. Obviously, we are not a war. If anything, we are just a slowing tactic. Behind us are now yourselves. Because the boar weren't there. The badger further north also. But yeah, we're here like an early warning, if that.
it would make you invaluable for information should any Shadowlands creatures decide that they were to make their way northward in force.
Yeah, very much so. We hold no illusions. Yeah, nobody will come to our aid. We are a blip on the map. We are the last chance for everybody here. We are realistic about this.
What is your success rate with cleansing the taint from people in your village?
People have died doing good, fighting the taint. There is people studying. There are Shugenja here who are studying. We have not managed to cleanse the taint from us, but we are fully accepted onto that we will be entering the heavens when we die, free from taint. Our bodies may fall, but our souls will be free, and we will not have fallen to the Shadowlands and their master.
Noble cause.
Is there anything the boar could do for you?
Supplies. Simple as that. Supplies. We spend a lot of time in meditation, in fighting, and in working the land. But the land is not great.
You say you have Shugenja here. Do any of them know the secret of the jade tea recipe?
No. The Shugenja here, even if they did, this is not the land that could grow it. Even though we are not a tainted area,
I saw the land.
We're not pure enough to grow the petals that can make the jade tea.
If you were, would you be able to make the tea?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I'm not a Shugenja. I am a Bushi.
How many Shugenja do you have here?
2.
I look to Takahashi. Perhaps if we were to make an initial trade, a one-off for some knowledge in return for perhaps some of our food supplies. And I look to Takahashi for.
I'll nod.
And then I look to everybody else to see if that's something that anybody objects to.
Can I just ask a quick out of character question for Tom?
Yeah.
You glossed over the journey here. It took a week. Did
Yes.
we pass any other villages on the way here?
No.
We
Be-
would.
Because I
Sorry.
think I don't think we're short of food or anything like that. But one thing I've never really grasped with the Boar Clan is our lads. Do we have many people who are sort of how many peasants do we have? Do we have vast numbers of peasants growing lots of food for us, or are we?
Let's say you've probably got how many? Oh,
We will
so
do.
yeah, you will have some. Yeah,
I'm going to make
you've,
sure we've got a thriving agricultural
yeah.
Yeah, but
system.
do we have the? But
At the moment, I don't know.
almost sort of. The reason I asked about a village is there a village somewhere that is in dire straits and we can just simply offer them to move and become part of the Boar Clan, but move closer and become under our protection and instruct someone
Well,
to build.
depending where they are, you don't want to
You,
step on any Crab Clan
Well, exactly. No.
toes. Yeah.
I don't think
you,
these would.
No,
yeah.
no.
So you've got probably
Just 'cause of the history.
at Shiro Heichi, you've probably got around about 50 peasants, maybe a few more. No, let's make that 60. You've got 60 peasants at farmers and craftspeople and so on around Shiro Heichi. You can hold more people there. You do have rebuilt, space where houses once stood that you've basically taken the supplies from and rebuilt other parts. You didn't come across any other villages of any note. You came across a couple of hamlets, but that's it. It's literally 2 hamlets of about 10 to 12 people. Their land seemed to be, workable. Yeah.
Okay, we may want to talk to them on the way back and see if they are in who their lord is, because if they don't have a lord, they do now, because they've just become adopted into the Boar Clan because they're on our land.
Well,
Okay.
we need to know where the border is.
Well, if
Yeah,
you look at
but
the
the really trustworthy map.
the Boarland map, that's got
Maybe
this
we
sort
make the borders.
of yeah.
Our
That's-
border
that's-
is as far as we push till the crab get upset.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was getting.
And I
Yeah.
don't think actually the borders are any written down anywhere. There'll be one map will say it's here,
Well,
another map will say it's there, and there'll be
the
no.
villages will know. The people in the
Yeah.
village will know. But
Yeah.
if they say, "Well, we don't know who the Lord is," and we go, "Excellent, we're your boss now."
It's
Yeah.
Guess what?
So yeah, what we were saying next with that OC question there. Yeah.
Shaf-
So yeah.
There was offer to provide food, and
Yes.
as a
Xiaofan
one-off.
yeah,
Yeah.
Xiaofan looked at. I'm not raising any objections.
We would like to extend an offer of a single trade for now to see whether we cannot make any promises or anything long term, but certainly some of our food supplies could head your way in return for the Shugenja amongst us, and I sort of indicate towards me and Takahashi to be able to speak with your Shugenja, so we may learn a little bit more about your village and any ways that we could help you and we could help each other.
Yeah, that would be most agreeable. We are not rich in coin, but we do have some knowledge. Yeah, we would happily do that. You're more than welcome to stay, obviously, for as long as you need.
Thank you,
We'll,
Mr. Gracious.
be warned, though, there may be an incursion at some point, depending how long you stay for. You know, if you stay for a night, it's unlikely. If you stay for a week, it's more likely.
excellent.
If you decide to go on patrol with us, if you wish, we'll always take people.
Perhaps in the interest of building relations, a couple of days, and I kind of query to our group, like whether that seems like a good idea. A couple of days here.
A
If
week.
you would not, I
We have
ignore
other villagers to
Takahashi's.
visit Takahashi.
We bought food for 3 days for ourselves.
Yeah, that was the other thing.
You talked about incursions.
hmm
What form do these incursions take? Are they random attacks, or are they coordinated and sophisticated?
Yes.
Okay.
It's the only way to answer that. Yes.
About a year ago, we fought and killed some blood speakers who had made their way into the northern lands. That's not a secret, is it? Why is that a secret? Sorry, out of character. Why is that a secret? Have I forgotten?
Blood
Blood
speakers
speakers
are.
aren't.
Don't
They
exist.
don't. They don't
They
exist.
don't exist.
They're
Officially,
boogeymen.
yeah.
The fact that we know them, it's a no-no that we
Sorry, I
know
thought.
that they exist.
Okay,
Yeah,
apologies.
so you are
Rewind that
talking
then.
you are talking to the crab, don't forget.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they're a little bit looser, they know a bit more. So if you want it to stand,
It's
you
like
can do. But
an unofficial secret kind
Yeah.
of.
Did Heichi Choki tell us, sort of warded us off from talking about it?
yeah,
Yeah,
he
I
did.
Like that conversation.
Apologies,
Totally.
Andy's forgotten that. Okay, right. So
Yeah.
a few years ago, so a year ago, we fought some. I think some evil men. I should look to Takahashi. Would you describe them as tainted with the Shadowlands, or would that be incorrect?
Definitely.
And
They were not tainted. They chose.
and we fought and killed these people. Do you? Are there any barriers to stop people
No,
traveling further north from here?
No. When the Carpenter Wall ends, it ends. We do the best we can. As did the I assume the Boar would have done when they were around before you returned, and the Badger to further north. They keep an eye out, but there is no wall. So people can get past quite. If it's a small group, then it would be fairly simple to avoid our patrols and anything else.
Do you ever get any couriers or visits by Imperials coming through your village on behalf of your lord or from the?
No, no, we get no official from the Imperial families. We get no officials who work for the Empire. We literally get occasional missives from Kuni Masumi, who is our lord of this area. Although he never comes here himself.
That is a shame. But our offer stands. If you would not mind hosting us for a few days, we would be appreciative, and perhaps some of us can get to know the inhabitants of your village to see in which ways that we can help.
Of course. You are welcome to stay. It is always worth spreading our reputation as a last chance for those who are tainted, but also it tells of our story as well. The crab to the south, who are actually on the carpet wall, obviously they need more support than we do, but some more support would be nice up here occasionally. So
I will be sure to make sure that this place is and yourselves are mentioned the next time I visit the local villages.
thank you.
As I'm not a tactician, but as a village on the south of our lands, making sure that this is secure and
Yeah,
well
it's
provisioned
kind of
would
important.
surely be important for the boar.
You would
I'll
have
look
to,
at Akihiro
yeah,
when I ask that.
you would have to speak to our lord about that. We would accept any and all help, but as long as
There is a thin line.
there's a
We
thin,
understand.
yes, very much so. There's a thin line of honouring and insulting, and we don't wish to insult anybody.
Of course.
Neither do we.
So, but yes, I thank you for that. I will
I
have
think
to.
my-
Yep.
I think my friend was suggesting merely that your continued strength would only be an advantage for the ball. We're happy to supply and support that, not in any other capacity apart from friendship with your village.
In trade for anything that you are willing to do for us, we do not wish to insult you by offering you charity.
Yeah.
We're not beyond charity. We know our situation, but yes, we thank you. Anything that can help the village. Yeah. And if you know any members of the Brotherhood of Shinsei, we do have one nun here, who help guide us in our meditations. But more members, visits from other members of the Brotherhood would be useful, as we found the meditation good way to control the spread of the taint within our own bodies.
Ben, is Shinsei your thing?
Is
Like,
it?
do we know?
I was wondering
no.
if that was open to me.
So
Is it?
so
I didn't want to give you away, but like,
yeah.
No, it's fine.
So the tattooed monks do have a friendship, but everybody knows of the Brotherhood of Shinsei. This, like, Shinseism is one of the two main religions of Rokugan. The other one is Tao Shinsei and Kami worship, so worship of the spirits. Yeah. You do have ties with the Brotherhood of Shinsei. You do also know, everybody has some knowledge of like theology and so on. You in particular, Heichi, have been spending a lot of time at the Lonely Monastery with brothers, with the monks there, and there is also Brother Simon, who is one of the people that was recruited to the Boar as well, who is a Sohai. He's a warrior monk. But
we had more than one monk.
Yeah. So he's so high.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, you do know people within the Brotherhood of Shinsei.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what was it? They've got a nun of Shinsei.
Yes, we have a soul nun. We have no monks. She does what she can, which helps with meditation. They help control the taint within ourselves. But she's on her own.
I would be happy to assist in any way I can.
Excellent. Thank you. You'll find Asuka at which is ASUKA. 2 doors down in the small shrine.
In the Garden of Hope, even the smallest flower may bloom. I know. I'll get up and go and find Asuka.
He looks at you, the rest of you go, does he always speak like
Yes.
Yeah.
I just say simply.
Okay, yes. I'm sure there's wisdom
Question.
there somewhere. OC question?
Yeah, slightly. Skill to guess somebody's intentions. Basically, I want to do an insight roll.
Ooh,
Yes.
okay.
As we've been talking.
Okay.
I have empathy.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
I
believe
have
empathy
that.
would work.
Okay.
There's
Because courtier was
also
used last time, but I think it was a
yeah.
different situation. So I'm happy to use either.
Yep. Yep. Choose which one you want to use.
Oh, can I
Ask
choose,
those
or do you
people.
want to choose?
No, yeah, you can choose.
Okay.
Courtier
Okay.
will see it. Yeah. So courtier.
I think it's slightly the same. Oh no, it's not the same. I will do
Sincerity's
courtier.
telling the okay. There is another one as well. Sincerity is being able to tell a lie with full
think-
belief that you're
I
telling
think
the
I think
truth.
you've allowed investigation at points as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm not.
Empathy may be the best one, to be honest. At the point.
Yeah, I think empathy, although it's a lower skill roll for me, I think it makes more sense. So
Yeah.
I still rolled good. So
This is judging the intentions of the guy we're talking to.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm trusting him, so I'm not rolling.
Okay.
I would
Yeah.
about hung around too many scorpions, mate.
Yeah. So, he's been open with you. He has not tried to hide the fact that they are a village of tainted. He's not tried to hide the fact that they know that they are going to die.
Where we mention his lord, is there any feelings either way concerning him? Is he scared? Is he a little bit like this guy
He's
doesn't mean much to us, or
he's disappointed that his lord isn't supporting the village as much, but he understands why.
why? Yeah.
Yeah.
I like. Cool.
Yeah.
That's all I needed.
Cool. He offers you one of the houses down the street. It's very Spartan. It's what you were living in for a while whilst the Borderlands were being rebuilt. So you're absolutely fine with it.
What time of day is it?
Now it's probably about early afternoon.
Could we have we time to meet your Shugenja?
If you wish, yes. Okay, where would they be?
Maybe you and I can go whilst the rest get settled.
Yoko will be in the. I would be in the aid station. I would not want to call it a hospital, but Nyoko would be there, and where would Emmy be? Where she would be? Mako would be waiting for the patrols to return.
How often do patrols go out?
They go out for 2 days, then they return. When they return, the next day, a different patrol group goes out for 2 days, comes back. There's one due back this afternoon, early.
Sorry, what was the second name you used? Nyoko and who?
Maiko, Maeko.
Maeko.
Yeah.
Can I
Perhaps
just
we
ask a
should,
quick out of character question?
Yeah.
Tom, where do I, and this might require a dice roll, where do I think roughly we are on this map that we have on screen? Are we about here?
Hang on a second.
I think we're here, aren't we?
You think we? You don't
I think we're here. I thought on our map because
Yeah,
we,
I'd say around here somewhere. Yeah.
Okay.
but obviously this
On our
again,
map, this bit's filled in, isn't it? On our map,
Yeah.
it's more
and
filled in.
we're like
Yeah.
up here, like
No,
our
no,
lands
no.
are here.
Actually,
You're about. I would say you're about here-ish. Oh, hang on. Let me get you on the thing.
Yeah, I was about to say I can't see.
There.
Oh, okay.
okay.
Oh wow, we're well off to the.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
yep.
Yeah.
Um,
Because you would have seen that range of foothills and so on, and you see it going to the south now. So yeah.
Should we pick a map and just use that as our? This is our map we're going to use and make little notes on it to see like crosses where the.
Yeah, you can choose one of the maps.
Do you guys
Do you
like
want
this
the-
one or do we want a
Do you
different
want
one?
the Do you want the official one, the simplified one that you want now? The road map or the clan lands, I think, would be a bit too busy.
I like the first one that you
I
showed
think
us.
the first one. The first one had no labels
Yeah.
on, and we can start adding labels.
And
to
we
it.
can add our
Yeah.
own. Yeah.
Which was the official map, which is this one. This is the officially recognized imperial map.
So we're there, and where
Yeah,
we are now? We'd be
You
here.
are
that right?
yes, so you
So
can
is
see
that
it up
it?
there.
Okay, so
That's
that
the
is
village.
the
Yeah.
village of Broken Dreams.
Yeah,
I like it.
Okay.
Okay.
yeah.
So, once sorry, is I forgot his name. Ozaki going off with Takahashi to find one or other of the Shugenja.
It would be no, it would be Wakamatsu would be going off.
Who's
You've
doing
got
that?
an elephant on there now, Cole.
So that's a huge elephant.
Right.
It symbolises a herd of elephants there.
The S stands for hope.
Once I'm able to have a quiet, private conversation with Ryutaro.
Mm-hmm. It should be about now, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I'm just
And I'll say after this conversation, it'd be a good place to finish.
okay.
Yeah.
It's a very quick thing. Ryutaro.
Yeah.
Once we are back at our lands, I think we need to ensure that there are active watches in the direction of to the southeast of our lands, because that is very open, and we now know that there is a very great danger of small, if not large, groups simply bypassing this village. And so I think there are a number of high points where a regular watch could be mounted. And this strikes me as something that would be in your realm to take charge of and organise.
I mean, I could certainly scout out good points.
And weren't you organising other scouts for the clan?
I was teaching some of the hunters around the area, because my original family lands were quite mountainous. The best places to hunt, and how to hunt in more mountainous regions.
Maybe I think we need to try and find some regular places to set up watch posts.
Yeah, watchtowers.
Yeah.
Small watch posts would be a good idea.
Okay.
And we've got
And with that conversation, that's a good place to end. Sorry, apologies.
As we leave, I'm going to sort of step forward and go for a sort of forearm grasp for Psyche and say, as my tattooed friend would have said if he'd been here, is to confront the incurable with grace is to exhibit true nobility of the soul. And with that, I sort of
Heichi's
give
not
a
even
half
here.
bow and walk away.
Everyone's getting in on my act.
I know. Xiaofan thinks of something
Get
witty
your
to
own
say, but it
stick.
just comes
Oh,
out as
dear.
insulting.
So that's it for
I shall
tonight,
turn to
folks.
Zhao Fan and say quietly, it appears to be that by trying to
Proximity, it's catching.
by trying to sound clever, people think they are clever.
That's always been the case, and then I walk off.
Sorry.
Thank you very much, folks. We're going to leave it there for tonight, and we'll get back to this next week. After a week of planning of shenanigans, I am sure.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Mhm.
So, night, folks. Much love to everybody, and we'll see you soon.
Thanks very much. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.